Welcome back to another video, guys, and today we're back with another speculation. No speculation. Today we're back with hardcore data that is gonna help us have a look at next game's latest reports. I'm gonna leave a link in the description below, and you're gonna be able to read the whole report because I'm not gonna cover every single piece. Let's begin with No Man's Land. I'm gonna say what they say here. So basically, the team has been focusing on releasing a big update for the season 10 of the show, and also to celebrate the 4th anniversary. And it appears that the players actually did like the update because it has been received positively by the community. Now they're losing basically profit because I think the daily active users is much lower than it was last year at the same time. Let's have a look at this small table. So basically the everything is declining, as you can see, but basically the DAU means daily active user, the MAU means monthly active user, and then below that you have the average revenue per daily active user and average revenue per daily active user in different currencies. So basically, let's have a look at the first one. So it says here the 7th of September 2018 they had a just about 274,000 daily active users, which declines by 20,000 by the 10th of December the same year. Then on the 1st of March it keeps declining by another 20,000 to 225,000, and by the 4th of June it falls down, I think, by roughly about 40,000 to 189,000 daily active users. And on by the 7th of September it fell down to 162 daily active users in The Walking Dead No Man's Land. There's like over 100,000 decrease compared to last year around the same time, and you can see the average spendings per player on average is also decreasing. So that's pretty much it with The Walking Dead No Man's Land. Now let's talk about The Walking Dead Our World. They're comparing, obviously this summer the profits were lower than last summer compared to when it launched, because obviously during launch weeks I think it had over 600,000 daily active users, so that generated a lot of profit. But obviously compared to this summer the profit was lower, and they did spend apparently around 10 million euro in marketing investments, and what they foresaw is that they're gonna make this money back in 120 days. However, they had problems with retaining the players inside the game, because a lot of players end up quitting the game, so that impacted on their revenue, and that means that they actually got that money, that 10 million euro back in 390 days, as opposed to the 120 days they estimated. So they just managed to get back their acquisition investment by August this year, so in a few months ago. Now let's have a look at the data here on the daily active users again. So again we have the same metrics, the same abbreviations. So the first one, let's see the 7th of September 2018, the daily active users in our world have been 386,000 people. So that's almost like 300,000 people. That's basically got halved, because the launching weeks I believe it was around over 600,000, and now it fell down to 386,000 in like 2 months. So they basically lost half their users in 2 months, and that's interesting because that's a lot of people to lose over the opening. I mean, obviously a lot of people did download the game, they check it out. I guess a lot of people did not like it, so they stopped playing it in the first few days or weeks. But moving on, we have on the 10th of December last year they had another big decrease of 160,000 people, down to 222,000 daily active users, and that's a pretty big bump. I believe this was just before I made the Christmas bait party. And interestingly, actually before that the players actually fell down by a lot, and they kept falling down as time kept progressing. So on the 1st of March 2019 it fell down, that's actually only a little bit, actually 12,000 people down to 210,000 people. That's okay. that's not a big jump as it was before with in the autumn of that last year. And then by the 4th of June, the players actually, now this is a big bump here. It fell down to 154,000 users, and that's, what is it, 56,000 people stopped playing the game. And that's pretty much the 4th of June between and the 1st of March. That's basically after the season 9 ended. It seems like players were not, they had issues. They did state in their comments that they do have issues retaining the player numbers. I believe this is around the time when they started doing the token events as well. They introduced Daryl's bike and all that stuff. So yeah, interesting. And then by the 7th of September, so after this summer, the users, the active users also kept falling down. I think they lost about 26,000 active users, so they fell down to 127,000 daily active users. And now obviously it's been 2 months now roughly, so maybe they got more because of the launch of season 10. It's nice to have that many people still playing the game. 127,000 users is a lot compared to what, 2-3,000 on social media. That's a lot of daily active users that need to have a look at my channel. Yeah, but this does look interesting because the amount of people on social media compared to the amount of people that play the game is such a small percentage, and it's crazy. Now, the last thing I wanted to mention is that I was looking at the report by their CEO Timu. So the CEO Timu, he did say something interesting here. I'm not going to go over the whole page of report because there's only one specific sentence which is very interesting. That's about the Walking Dead Our World. So they did say that the Walking Dead Our World team has focused on renewing the game's first-time user experience, which is expected to have a positive impact on the game's early retention towards the end of 2019. Obviously, as you know, they lost half their people after the game launched in 2 months, probably because they didn't have enough of the developed tutorial that actually can keep the players motivated to play. But it seems like by the end of this year they're going to be launching a new tutorial which seems has focused on renewing the game's first time user experience. So they're probably going to be revamping the tutorial to make it more appealing to new players, because as you know, because of the show, they do get a lot of new players now. And this is something we did speculate in the game code. We saw a lot of strings of tutorial codes, like the flares, like what are these walkers, which weapon is good against these walkers. And it's really interesting because it seems like this is confirming this report, this leaks that we did speculate on. And it seems like by the end of this year we're gonna have the brand new revamped tutorial. There's like, what, 2 months and Christmas is just around the corner here, and they probably gonna go on holiday, so they have to release this sooner. And as we know, they do need an update to launch the next season challenge boards, and we are almost at the end of this season, so we have to wait and see what's gonna happen with this brand new tutorial. But that's pretty much it for this video, guys. As you know, as I told you before, I'm gonna leave a link down in the description below if you guys want to read the full report. But that's pretty much it for this. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and as always, I'll see you all in my next video.